Hello, YouTube IG. This is Ed Mayfield and Brian Hunter with another podcast video. And this video we'll be talking about trauma in the black community.
Okay, I hear of so many things that's on the news. Currently, there's cases about our people being killed by the police and everything. Okay, that's one type of trauma. You have trauma that goes on in our own community, whether it's by our own or whether it's by economic forces that sometimes beyond our control and everything, and that's also trauma as well, because if a person can't feed themselves, can't provide for themselves, a lot of times, they go to the government for help, or they will go to crime, whether it's petty crime or, as I like to call, some real stuff. You know what I mean? They're like get locked up for a couple years, and I think in our community that with the trauma and pain that this whole thing in America had got us to this point.
Right.
A lot of us need some therapy. A lot of us need a psychiatrist, psychologist, a therapist. It's real, and this is not just some made up stuff. This is not just needing your head examined. That's not just for other cultures. We need it because we've been under the most pressure, trauma, and you can even go with, even in your own household. Some of us are with the wrong people. Some of us are in the wrong relationships.
Yeah, a lot of times, but over the years, I learned that everybody was raised different. And a lot of times, you don't like drama, right? I don't like drama because I wasn't born into it. I was around it. Versus a person that's been in drama, born into drama. Drama is amusing to them. It doesn't phase them or none of that, none of the above. And that's the problem with different types of people that you encounter with in everyday life. Most people that's going through struggles right now have been going through struggles all their life. So it's nothing for them. They know how to play the system, milk the system in every which way. To them, it's comfortable living.
I see.
Somebody, me in your mindset, this is frustrating because it's a waste of time just to get turned away. And for the struggles in relationships, a lot of women that's out here promiscuous is because a lot of them were molested and raped, all the above. And they never been taught how to love. It's, they mean well, but when they get caught up in this lifestyle and money that might come with this lifestyle, they want out, but it gets tougher and tougher and tougher for them to get out of it.
Yeah, I completely understand that, because I know, and you can attest to this too, on people that was in a chaotic lifestyle, a self-destructive lifestyle, and they didn't have the mental capacity to find their way out of this to a more peaceful and serene type of existence and everything. And I'm one of the first people that believe that, although I do believe in a two-parent household, there are times when the man and the woman aren't on the same page. Sometimes it's better that they raise the child or children in two different households and try and co-parent like that, versus more chaos, stress, and trauma brought upon the children or the child at hand.
Thing is, people, when you talk about that type of, you talk about what goes on in households, like you said, because neither parent, the parents as a whole was equally yoked. It doesn't mean that they were bad people or had bad intentions.
Nah.
Sometimes you have good intentions, but like I said earlier, when y'all might have had opposite upbringings, because like they say, opposites attract.
To a degree.
To a degree, but at the same time, opposites do react and it don't end well. Because it's a tug of war.
Right.
You want that person to turn for how you was raised. They want you to turn for how they was raised. Eventually that rope's gonna snap. And it's not gonna end well.
Right.
And that's where the domestic violence come in. And then you hear the same old dumb excuse. When you ask them why are you still dealing with it? It's the kids. Well, the kids, you shouldn't punish the kids by letting them go through that.
Right.
Because if it don't work, it don't work. And it's just that simple.
Absolutely. I 100% in agreement of sometimes that when a situation doesn't work, okay, you do need to exit for your safety and for your betterment, because let's be honest, if we just talking about the parental unit and everything, I know traditionally that men and women stay together due to the kids and everything. Then once the kids grew up, they separated, or they just coexisted and everything, and they did that out of duty. Now the thing is though, we can debate is that right or wrong or not though, but you ask yourself one, what's the psyche of those people, and you ask yourself, okay, does that work for you and everything? And that's what you gotta figure out for yourself. And each and every person has to figure out, does that work for them?
Yeah, you have to figure out what works for you and accept it. You're not gonna care how good looking you are, what you drive, how much money you have, what's your job title, or whatever value you put yourself in. You're not gonna be equally yoked with everybody when it comes to unconditional love. Anybody can be equally yoked when it comes to hidden intentions, and time will reveal that. If you expose what their hidden intentions are, the conversation changes and they'll stray off, and it's pretty self-explanatory. That's why there's a lot of struggles in relationships. A lot of us are not equally yoked because everybody was brought up different. Poverty, it was different levels of poverty.
Absolutely.
Wealth, there's different levels of wealth.
Yeah.
You just have to pick the lane that you fit in and not worry about who everybody else wants you to be with. That's the common problem now. We're in a relationship with a whole family.
Yeah.
We're in relationships with friends and don't know it because people and everybody there.
See, I will 100% agree with that. I actually think that a lot of times you have people who have, and I just say some, that have some good intentions, but because they've been through their own chaos, trauma, and turmoil in their life and everything, they can't see beyond the bush in the trees and stuff to see the light and the truth of what they're doing is chaotic and destructive to that person who they think they're trying to help and everything. But I think on that note, we need all you people who've been watching these podcasts for the last couple of months and everything to like, share, subscribe.
Give some comments as long as they are
respectful.
Anything that needs critiquing, that's what the inboxes are for. But any suggestions of things to talk about, feel free to drop down in the comments. I appreciate your time and support. Thank you.